Guys, so this is going to be the outlook for this week. We have a lot of earnings plays happening this Friday. We have some earnings plays happening this Monday. I'm going to go over some of my favorite ones and what I'm looking for. I mean, of course, FedEx is going to be a stock I'm looking for in the next 3 months. We have Facebook right here, 425, so that's not until next week. Amazon has their earnings as well. Netflix is actually tomorrow on Monday. So Netflix comes out at 4:05 p.m. Eastern time. I'm expecting the earning reports to beat, and I'm expecting Netflix's price to go up. The thing is, it tells you trends. Look at the expected growth. 50, let's go 58. It's rounded up. Expected quarterly earnings, 40% expected quarterly revenue. I like all of these financials right here, basically backing up what I'm going to do on the chart. So if we go ahead and we go to Netflix, NFLX, I'll give you guys a game plan as well. I really don't like what's going on with this. I would like to see a pullback on Netflix before I even go ahead and enter any of these trades. I would feel more comfortable entering Netflix, and if this doesn't do it, I will not take this trade. I will not take this trade at all. But if Netflix does not pull back to at least, if Netflix doesn't pull back until like this level right here, this level right here, or this level right here, I would say more conservatively, I'd like to take it here. I wouldn't necessarily want to take it right here. I mean, it does act as really decent support at that level, but I just don't feel comfortable doing it there. I would prefer to take the trade somewhere down here or down here in this level. And if you go ahead and look at the weekly, I would like to see this weekly pull back. It would be really nice if it pulled back to here. If we could have Netflix pull back, I'll go ahead and take the trade based off earnings, but really I don't want to place a trade here. I always tell my guys, never buy high and never sell low. If I bought up here, I'd have to have a huge stop, at least down to here. I mean, if we went ahead and minimalized all of that, I could take an entry here. Now I can have my stop somewhere right here. It's a whole lot better than just having your entry up here and then your stop all the way down here. I don't want to be taking a trade like that at all. So, I mean, it's really up to you guys. You can enter Netflix if you guys want. You guys have to remember too, can you sustain losses that'll not damage your account? Remember, 1%, 1 to 2% of your account per trade. Also, a cool way to do this is I pulled this up on a demo account, and before I enter a live trade, I'll pull this. See, if you pull this, you can see your TP, how much you'll be in profit. So for BABA, I mean, you can pull your TP. Also, if you don't know how to calculate your pips, it's super simple. Use MT4. You can drag it down. You can see how much money you'd be losing based off of your lot size that you have. 0.05, I just threw it on here for an example. So if I was going to take BABA, I'd be risking about $30 to make about anywhere from $85 to about $130 per trade. This is a really good tool to use. You can go to JAFX Web Trader. Whichever website that you guys use for your broker is going to have a web trader. So that's Netflix earnings. I like Netflix earnings. If there's no pullback, I'm not taking that trade. That's as simple as that. Amazon earnings are going to be nice. I really hope this stock goes flying. I mean, expected quarterly earnings is not the greatest. Expected quarter revenue. This is where it kind of confuses me, and this is where it's like, you know what, if I go ahead and get a right entry on Amazon, I don't mind walking into this, because what I would like to do is I would like to get a strong entry on Amazon and then just sit and, I mean, just looking at it right now, it's not that bad. I mean, the thing is, I don't like trading when it's in between these levels right here. So I would love to see it pull back down to here before we go ahead and hit the 25th. When's it? I believe the earnings is the 25th. Yeah, April 26th. So we're good. We got a long time. I mean, if we can go into Amazon, and the best thing to do is patience. Let trade set up for you. Let price do its thing. Let price get to certain levels where you know buying pressure is going to happen. I know that nothing is going to happen right here. If price comes down to here, then I can see something happen. But if that doesn't happen, then so what? If I can see price come down here, I enter right here. Now price is just coming up here, and earnings, price is up here. I'll move my stop loss to break even. If it goes down, earnings, okay, so what? I still made some profit. If it goes up, even better. I'm sitting in deep profits. That's the only way I'm going to play any of these earnings plays. It's the only way I'm going to play any of these trades for these companies. So that's Amazon. Let's see what else. We have Facebook earnings as well. You know, I don't know what to really expect for Facebook, only because of what Zuckerberg and, you know, what's going on, but I'm going to help you guys out. I mean, everything is green down the board right here. The only thing is long-term price down, analysts, investors. I mean, I don't really care about that. I care about short-term. I care about long-term price. So based off of what they're expecting, I mean, you could expect it to be and go up based off of that. But Facebook stock, I mean, let's go ahead and take a look at it. FB. Facebook stock pulled back. Now, like I said before, I do not like trading when price is in between these levels, especially on the monthly time frame. So right now it's indecisive and it's neutral for me. If we see a pullback down here, great. I'll take that trade and I'll just move my stop loss to break even. Come earnings, if we're sitting up here, even better. I'll just move my stop loss to break even on that trade. So that's Facebook. And you guys really have to understand, what am I doing? What steps am I taking? Let's go ahead and look at FDX, FedEx. So I closed the stock out. It had a huge run. I mean, FedEx is looking wild. Long-term price, intermediate price, short-term price, everything up. Expected quarterly earnings, everything's green down the line. I really like FedEx as a stock. Now, I'm still going to look for an entry. You're going to see why. I took profit on this because I thought it was going to come back down, but it didn't go back down, it went higher. Earnings isn't until June 19th. Whoops. Earnings isn't until June 19th. We have not confirmed the date with the company within the last 30 days. Okay. So, with that being said, on FedEx, it came out of the 9-day bounce. We took buys at 239. So, I mean, I closed at like 240 or so. But, yeah, I took a buy down here at like 237. I closed up here. So right now, price came up. There was a lot of resistance at the cloud. If price comes back down to the 9-day, I'll definitely rebuy right here and have my stop loss back to where I normally had it down this level. But I'm really looking at earnings plays. I'm not really looking at anything else at the moment in the market, only because of what's going on with all these earnings. We can trade Goldman Sachs as well, Goldman Sachs stock. Now, whoops, what is this? I don't know what that is. Goldman Sachs, we can also trade in JFX. So, I mean, I like all this growth right here. It's not too big, but it's like intermediate. I mean, Goldman Sachs, I don't really think the stock even moves that much. So it might be like some kind of trade for my conservative guys. Yeah, Goldman Sachs, if we just take a look at this entire chart, I mean, the daily, it really hasn't been doing much, and it's in between everything in the day. So I'm not exactly too sure how I feel in terms of taking a trade based off of this. I mean, if I was going to take this trade, it'd probably be just up and down, and that's it. I mean, that's not really the exact kind of way I like to trade, but if the opportunity appears itself, then let's do it. But the week, it's pretty much just acting sideways. You can see that it's been acting sideways. It's going up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, if I got lower to here, then I would go ahead and take a buy. The monthly chart, I personally would like to see it come back down. So earnings for Goldman Sachs is going to be April 17th, so Tuesday. If this stock does not pull back at least at 245, at least $10 per share, I will not go ahead and take a trade on Goldman Sachs. When it flies up, so be it. I'll take profit like 270. Actually, 255, 270 is a pretty decent amount. Stop loss is about, I would like to see it pull back down at least 250s to 245s before I go ahead and enter Goldman Sachs. But that's going to be all the trades that we're looking for. It's earnings season. Let's make some money.